What's up, everybody? It's been a long day for me. Kind of looked like hell, but we went to the track today and we had a good time. Been a long time coming for me. I've been building that car for about 5 years now, and yeah, it was something else. I experienced something today. The first time in my life I ever really experienced is a little bit of anxiety. I don't know, I'm trying to fix my hair. I ain't got much left, but so I get in the car. You know, I ain't been in the car in about 5 years, and man, I don't know, I bought all that new safety stuff and I wasn't used to it, and the Hans and new helmet with a sock, and it got hot in there and I started sweating. I couldn't breathe, and just I felt panicky. I looked over to my buddy Eric. I said, man, I got to get up out of this thing. I don't know what, and I don't know what was going on, what, you know, what, I don't know why I did it. You know, I've worked hard to build that car, and all I think about is going and racing and having, you know, that's my passion in life, is to race. And I looked over there. I said, I got to get this helmet off. He said, well, you're going to have to get out. I said, no. And I had him snatch the Hans device straps because I got quick releases. I pulled my helmet off, pulled that sock off, and, you know, I'd started sweating, and my sock is 2 circles, and, you know, the mouth and my nose is covered, and the sweat was getting in that sock, and like I couldn't breathe. And, you know, I smoked cigarettes anyway, and it just felt like it was like I just was panicking. I was like having a panic attack. I look over at Eric. He says, all right, man, you gonna be all right? I said, I know. I said, I just don't know what the hell, you know, I ain't never experienced this before. So I catch my breath, and we're all good, and this is going out to make our very first hit, you know, and I'm like 2 cars back in the staging lanes, and I'm sitting there, and I said, okay, I think I'm good. So instead of putting the sock back on, I just went ahead and just stuck my helmet on, and they were hooking my Hans and stuff back up. So we started putting the seat belts on, and I don't know, they were fumbling around trying to get everything, and I couldn't see down to help them latch the latch. And I don't know if it was because they didn't want to be around my junk or not or what, but I'm like starting to freak out again, and I just stopped. I said, y'all stop. I undid my seatbelts and I bailed out of the car, took my helmet off, took my jacket off. I looked over at Eric. I said, man, I don't know if I can drive this thing. I said, I don't know what the hell's going on, but I'm panicking. Well, about that time, Justin walks up and he looks at me. He's like, what's the matter? I said, dude, I'm having a panic attack or something. I don't know. He said, what do you mean? I said, bro, I don't want to drive that car. I want to go put it on the trailer. I said, you know, I don't feel good. I'm sweaty. I'm cold sweating. I don't know what's going on. He looked at me, he said, you fucking pussy, excuse my language. And I said, man, it's not that. I said, something is, I don't, you know, and he's on. Well, about that time, Corey's been sitting up at the starting line waiting on us to come around the corner. He comes walking down, and he looks down there and he sees Justin laughing. He throws his arms up, and what's going on? And he gets over to me. I said, hey, buddy, I can't drive that car. I said, I don't know what's wrong, but I'm claustrophobic. I'm breaking out in sweat. I don't want to drive that thing. He kind of pulls me off the side. He said, hey, man, it's going to be all right. He said, let's just get the burnout. Go do a burnout. He said, after you do your burnout, you'll be fine. So we stand there and bullshit for a minute, and it kind of calms me down, so I'm not thinking so much about all the stuff that was happening with all this new gear that I'm not used to on. I said, well, shit, I'm just going to 330. I'm going to leave the Hans off. I'm just going to put my helmet on. I'm going to see what happens. So I go out there and I do my burnout. Everything's fine. Car kicks tires. I motor on down through there. after that, I was fine. But it was that first little deal that, boy, it had me. I was thinking all kinds of crazy shit there. Never had that happen to me before, but Corey said, hey, you're old, you know. I was in that bad wreck in 2010 or whatever, and I hit the wall and got a bunch of skin grafts and stuff up in Georgia. But yeah, I'm glad that's over with, because then we went out there and we made another hit. And I'll post the videos up after I get done talking here, or I'll add the videos in. But yeah, man, it was a exciting, fun-filled day for me to be able to drive the car that I've been working on so diligently for the last 4 or 5 years. And it's got a couple little issues. I mean, nothing major. All the wiring worked, all the electronics worked, timing's getting pulled. Everything did exactly what it's supposed to, except for the converter. The converter's too tight. Looking at the graphs, no matter how much timing or how much we killed it, it'd just roll over and it'd lock up, and it's not letting the car get the wheel speed. So I'm gonna have to pull the converter out and send it back. And I have, one free fresh it up or whatever, and we're gonna get that taken care of and get it adjusted where we think it needs to be, and we'll go from there. But yeah, I want to thank everybody though that's been sending me friend requests and following along and doing whatever, man. I appreciate y'all more than you'll ever know. It's very awesome to see what's going on, and I tell you, we're gonna have a hot rod. It may not be right away, but we're gonna keep working on that thing. I'll keep working on that thing till it gets right. So I hope y'all enjoy the videos and whatnot, but it's getting past my bedtime. I'm gonna get everything posted up, and we'll go from there. But I just want to thank each and every one of you for your support. Remember to like and share, hit the subscribe button. Let's let this thing grow. I can't wait, man. I think this year is going to be a fun year. A lot of good videos are going to come out of it, and we're going to have a good time. So, Uncle Mike out.